Hello, my friends. I took kind of a break because I've been busy, stuff gets kind of crazy. Got a lot of stuff to manage, so sometimes you have to prioritize. You have to figure out what needs to be here and what can you put down here and come back to later. So cool. Book today. This one goes out to my special friend Sam. He's a bud of mine. He's my daughter River's bestie. She calls him my friend. Yeah. So today's story is called Listen to the Wind, the story of Dr. Greg and 3 Cups of Tea, by Greg Mortenson and Susan L. Roth, with Collages by Susan L. Roth. Do you know what a collage is? An illustration, as you know, is a painting or drawing. And a collage is a collection of different materials that you've cut out, you've torn, and you've pasted it down. So here's a really good example of what this Susan L. Roth person has done. Oops. There you go. See, she used some fabric. It adds a special element, a 3-dimensional element. It's pretty fun stuff. And they can be really simple, but they can be really intense. Okay. We are the children of Korf. We live in a village in the mountains of Pakistan. Our families grow and gather the food we eat. Our mothers weave and sew the clothes we wear. Excuse me. We make up our games and we make our own toys. We read our books and we write with our pencils. We study in the school that we helped to build. Before our school was built, we had lessons outside. We wrote with sticks on the ground. See everyone? That was before a stranger stumbled into our village. He was cold, he was hungry, and he was sick. We gave him tea and food and a bed near the fire. He told us that his name was Greg Mortenson and that he was a nurse. He had come from the United States to climb our mountains, but he had lost his way. There's Greg. Looks like he's not feeling his best there. There we go. Looks like that might be an elder watching over him while he sleeps. And a lady. Looks like there's some kids looking down too. As he grew stronger, he helped to heal our sick. We called him Dr. Greg. Sometimes he sat outside and helped us with our lessons. He knew that our teacher came just 3 days a week, but that we still studied every day. How helpful. When Dr. Greg was well enough to go home, he asked Haji Ali, our wisest man, to help him think of something special he could do for Korf. Haji Ali answered Dr. Greg with a puzzle. He said, "Listen to the wind." Dr. Greg closed his eyes. From above the village on the high, flat ground where we... Let me start that over. Dr. Gregg closed his eyes. From above the village, on the high, flat ground where we sat at our lessons, the wind carried our voices down the path. Dr. Gregg heard our voices. He felt the wind blow cold against his face, and he understood. Corf needed a school. Dr. Gregg promised to come back and help us build one. We watched him walk away until he disappeared into the folds of the mountains. One year later, we saw a man walking on the path to our village. It was Dr. Gregg. We all ran down to meet him. In Skardu, the nearest big town, he had collected the lumber, cement, and tools that we would need to build our school. But high above the Braldu River, we only had a single cable with a small box that could carry a person to our mountain from the next one. There was no bridge. Without a bridge, no one could bring the heavy loads of building supplies to Corf. Ooh. Check that out. So everyone worked together to build a bridge from our mountain all the way Excuse me. So everyone worked together to build a bridge from our mountain all the way to the mountain on the other side of the river. Many months later, Dr. Gregg and our fathers and friends crossed the strong new bridge carrying the supplies we needed to build the school. They continued to climb until they reached the place where we had piled a mountain of stones cut from our very own mountains. These collages are beautiful, yes? Haji Ali marked the exact spot where our school was to stand. Our mothers carried water to mix the cement, and the men began to lay the stones for our classroom walls. With our small fingers, we wedged tiny slivers of stones into the cement to make the walls stronger. Our school grew each day, up from the high, flat ground where we used to write with our sticks. Finally, the men attached the roof. They asked Dr. Gregg to hammer in the very last nail. Our school was finished. It was time to celebrate. How exciting, yes? Our Imam, I think it's Imam. Let me start over. Our Imam, Shirtaki, our wise man, Haji Ali, our teacher, Hussein, Dr. Gregg, who kept his promise, Julia, the librarian who brought our books, the craftsmen, the workmen, the porters, the grown-ups of Corf, the children of Corf, and even the yaks and the zows, and the goats and the sheep, all marched together to our new school. Here they go. Follow the people. Can you spot the yaks? Did you see the yaks? Let's see where'd they go. Did you see them? Curious creatures, yaks. Sher Taki blessed the building. We ran into our school with Hussein, who now would come to teach us every day. I'll be right back. Whew. Mr. Allen didn't know I was in here reading. I thought he needed something. Oops. Don't forget to hydrate today. I'm drinking tea today. Green tea. One of my favorites. Okay. Is this recording? Okay, good. We are the children of Corf. We live in a mountain. We are the children of Corf. We live in a village in the mountains of Pakistan. We write in Urdu and in English. We add and we subtract. We read our books and we explore our maps. We are learning in the school that we helped to build. We are the children of Corf. Can you hear our voices? Listen to the wind. Did you like that story? I thought that was pretty awesome. Oh, this is based on a true story. It's pretty nifty. Yeah. So what did we listen to today? I don't know if you could hear it. I tried to keep it low. We're listening to that Boards of Canada playlist that I like to listen to. So don't forget, if you do things every single day and you feel tired and you can't keep up with some of those things, it's okay to say, hey, I need a break from that. I will come back to it. That's perfectly okay. All right. Have a good day, my friends.